Imagine this. You're lying on a wooden table, wide awake. The smell of blood fills the air. 6 men pin you down while a doctor raises a sharp blade above you. He takes a deep breath and says, "This is going to hurt. A lot." And then the cut begins. Sounds like a horror movie, right? It's not. This was surgery before anesthesia. Today, we're diving into one of the darkest chapters in medical history. You're going to discover what these brutal improvised surgeries were really like, who unlocked the secret of anesthesia, and how we went from raw pain to the safe, painless techniques we rely on today. Get ready, because this story is a mix of fear, courage, and a revolution that saved millions of lives. Before 1846, going under the knife was almost the same as receiving a death sentence. There was no true pain relief. Speed was everything. A skilled surgeon had to amputate a leg in under 3 minutes or risk the patient dying of shock. The methods they used to ease the pain were nothing short of desperate. Alcohol, until the patient was drunk enough to pass out. Opium and plants like mandrake, unpredictable and dangerous. Freezing temperatures in hopes of numbing the nerves. And the most common of all, ropes and raw strength to hold the patient still. The most famous surgeon of the era, Robert Liston, was known as the fastest knife in the West End. But even he couldn't beat the staggering odds. In some hospitals, half of the patients didn't make it. Reports from the time describe screams so terrifying that surgeries had to be performed in cellars just so the neighbors wouldn't hear. And then came October 16th, 1846. At Massachusetts General Hospital, dentist William Morton walked into an operating theater full of skeptical doctors. The patient, Gilbert Abbott, had a tumor in his neck. Morton applied ether and silence. Abbott didn't scream. He didn't move. When the surgery was over, Surgeon John Warren looked at the audience and declared, "Gentlemen, this is no humbug." Morton wasn't the only one chasing the dream. Crawford Long had quietly used ether back in 1842, but never published his findings. Horace Wells tried nitrous oxide, but his public demonstration failed miserably. Still, within just a few months, anesthesia spread around the world. Soon came chloroform and new methods. But even then, there was resistance. Skeptical doctors, religious leaders claiming that pain was God's will, and fierce patent disputes. From crude ether, we advanced to safe and sophisticated anesthetics. Today, doctors can choose between general anesthesia for major surgeries, regional anesthesia, numbing only part of the body, local anesthesia for small procedures, sedation to relax without losing consciousness. Modern anesthesiologists track every heartbeat, every breath. What was once a near-death risk is now safer than flying on an airplane, about 1 in 100,000. And anesthesia didn't just save lives, it made the impossible possible. Organ transplants, heart surgery, brain operations, procedures no one could even dream of in the 19th century. Anesthesia isn't just a tool. It's the thin line between pure terror and the precision of modern surgery. In less than 200 years, we went from amputations drowned in screams to organ transplants in absolute silence. So next time you sit in the dentist chair and seal nothing, remember, you're experiencing the result of one of humanity's greatest revolutions. Did you enjoy this trip back in time to discover what surgery was like without anesthesia? If you want something even more shocking, I've got another video waiting for you, all about how people went to the bathroom in ancient times. And trust me, some of those methods were so bizarre, you won't believe they actually happened. The link is on your screen right now. Just click and keep exploring history with me.